Welcome back to another exciting fishing adventure. I'm back at the windy lake. I think it's official. That's what I'm going to start calling this lake because just the wind is ever present. I think this is probably my 5th or 6th time fishing this lake, and the wind is always here. It comes from different directions, but it's always more than 10 or 15 miles an hour. Today it's 15 to 25 and it's blowing from that direction. So I'm going to have a left to right wind blowing today. It appears the algae is pretty minimal, at least over here on this side of the lake today. That's cool. I don't think the fish really care that much about the algae, but I like clean water. I like fishing in clean water as opposed to dirty, nasty water. As always, the first order of the day is to get baits in the water, because until I do, I'm not fishing. Vanilla tiger nuts is what I'm going to be using for the hook bait. I've just been locked in on vanilla tiger nuts here for the past few weeks. I just like the scent, and I don't really see any reason to use anything different until eventually I'll start using something different, but I'm liking the vanilla a lot. Yesterday I caught my first mirror carp of 2024 at a different lake, and that was pretty awesome. Really happy about that. I didn't know if I was going to catch one this year, but the reason I'm saying this is I want to make this lake jealous. Did you hear me? I caught a mirror at a different lake, so right now that lake's got you beat. Oh, I just saw a fish rise right there. Anyway, I don't know if there's any mirrors in this lake. I'd like to catch one though. And this pack bait is left over from yesterday. Let's see how it is here. I could use a little bit of water. I just keep this in the fridge, you know, when I have leftovers, just put them in the fridge. They'll last a long time in the fridge before they start going rancid. But yeah, a little bit of water just kind of livens it right up again, and usually doesn't even take. It just happens pretty instantly, really. There it is. The water is cooling. It's first week of October, and we're still having warm days in the 80s, but the nights are longer, and the nighttime temps are dipping down into the 40s. So even though the days are still warm, the lake is, all the lakes and rivers and stuff are on a cooling trend. I might actually test the water temperature today here after I get the baits in the water. Let's see. Just by the way the water felt in my bucket there, it feels like it's in the probably upper 60s, would be my guess. Once the water dips down into the 50s, that's when the carp fishing really shuts off. At least that's been in my experience. Yeah, of course you can catch them when the water's colder than that. It's just really slow. Really slow. They don't eat very much when the water's that cold. It's nice to be fishing in sweatshirt weather. I haven't had to swat away a single bug or anything out of my face so far here today. It's nice to be bug free and not sweaty. I think October is probably my favorite time of year for fishing. Yep, not casting very far, 20-30 yards. I've fished here before, so I know the depth. It's about 5-6 feet there where I just put that bait. And it's about 10 a.m. That early morning sunrise bite just I don't have much action at that time of day during this time of year. When it's that cold, I think they just hunker down for the most part during the coldest parts of the nights. Definitely get out of the shallow areas. That'd be my guess. But yeah, I don't have much luck early in the morning in these cooler weather. Mid-morning and midday and late afternoon are usually pretty good for me. Comfortable temperatures, reduced bugs, and also reduced human activity around all these public areas are probably the top 3 reasons why I love October. And usually the fishing's pretty decent around here too. At least I have some pretty good luck. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself, but I don't really believe in jinxes, so who cares, right? Let's do that water temp, shall we? 71 degrees in my backpack. Let's see what the water is. I gotta find a place where I can do this without falling in. Well, right around 63, a little bit cooler than I thought, but yeah, 63. Yeah, this is my first season fishing this lake, so I don't really know how the carp behave once the water starts to cool down in this lake. I've noticed that in different lakes and rivers it changes. Certain times of year the carp will turn on, turn off, come in, go away, whatever. But I don't know what happens here in the fall, but I'm anxious to learn. Just rebaiting and casting another one out. I've been seeing carp surfacing here in front of me. This is the first bite. This seems like a small fish, whatever it is. This is not the fish that I was seeing. I was seeing much bigger fish than that. Let's get some bigger ones going here, please. I think it's a super dink like that first little fish that I caught. That was about a half an hour ago. It's been a slow start today. It's almost noon, so I've been here about 2 hours. As I'm sure you can see on the net cam there, there's still some algae, but it's not too bad. And the water quality at this lake is much better than most of the places that I fish that are closer to where I live. This is a long ways away from where I live, so it's a pretty big road trip to come to this lake. But so far, it's been worth it. And by a long trip, it took me almost 3 hours to get here today because there was road construction and things were moving kind of slow. So that's a long day to travel here just for some fishing. Alright. Oh, this fish has got some cool scales. Yes! He's in the net. Well, I was talking about mirror carp when I first got here because I caught one yesterday at a different lake and was kind of taunting this lake to go ahead and send me one. And yeah, I don't know. This one's got some unique scales. He's got a little, I mean, that looks like mirror carp scales to me down here on the tail. But I don't know. This is a hint at a mirror carp, I guess. Maybe there's some in this lake. There probably are. But nice first fish. I'm not going to weigh him. Probably about 8 or 10 pounds would be my guess. Oh, he's missing part of his fin there. Wonder how that happened. Back in the water. Yeah, slow start, like I said. It's been about 2 hours, so hopefully there'll be some more fish coming our way pretty soon. See you later. Thank you. I got a puller. Seems like maybe the bite is heating up. I was just still getting rebaited from that last half-ass mirror there. I do not think this is a dink either. As that water temp starts to cool, the fish get less and less of fight in them, less energetic. Sometimes it's hard to tell in cold water. You might have a gigantic fish, but they just kind of lethargic because of the cold water. I don't think we're to that point yet. What was it, 63 degrees or something like that? I can confirm that this is not a mirror carp, but I'll take them anyway. Okay. Well, yeah, this fish is quite a bit bigger than that one that I just caught. I'll give this one 12 pounds maybe. I don't know, 10, 12 pounds. I'm not going to weigh him. He's got, we're getting some glimpses of some mirror-ish hints on these first two fish. full-scale mirror coming up next. Maybe. Back in the water. Right now I have no baits in the water, and that is the best way that I know of to not catch fish, is to not have baits in the water. So I better get this fish on his way and fix that. Go on. See you later. Yeah, I don't know, it felt like a dink at first, but I don't know, wasn't I saying something a little while ago about it's hard to tell? This is a pretty good fish. I think I'm going to bring this one up on the mat. Come on in. Yeah, it's a real good fish. Yeah, I really should quit trying to judge the size of the fish by what it feels like when I first pick up on it. This is a much larger fish than I thought it was. I don't know, 10, 11 pounds, something like that. Not worth getting a scale on quite yet. I want to get over that 15 mark today. That'd be nice. I don't see any mirror-ish scales on this guy. Must not have any mirror cousins. Back in the water. Get turned around there, buddy. There you go. See ya. Thanks for the fight. Coming. I was just about to get my second line put back out. Didn't quite get it put back out. This feels like it has a pretty good amount of weight on it here. What did I? No, I just said I'm not gonna start making any predictions. So let me just fight this fish, and it will be what it will be. But it's pretty heavy. Swimming in. Swimming in. He's coming right in to say hi. Gotta check my drag, it might be a trick. Oh, it's a big catfish. It's a big catfish. All right. Get in here, you slimy bugger. Alright. You know, carp fishing has absolutely ruined me for catfishing. Because, I don't know, 5 years ago, I would be ecstatic to catch a 10-pound catfish like this. This is a channel cat. We don't have big 80-pound blue cats around here. It's a great fish, don't get me wrong, but big powerful carp have ruined me. This fish had a very distended belly, full of pack bait. I'm sure he's been swimming around for the last hour or two, gobbling up my pack bait. Maybe he'll quit it now. Several years ago, I caught a catfish about that size and brought it home. And when I cleaned it, its stomach was completely full of my oats and corn pack bait, just full. And I'd been fishing there for like 5-6 hours with this bait, and that fish was just swimming around, gobbling up those little piles of pack bait like a buffet, till finally he found the wrong one. Just about out of this leftover pack bait that I started with, so I better get that going, make that the next priority, is get some more bait made. So for the next batch of bait, I don't really know what I have in here, but I know what the base is going to be. It's always the same. Old-fashioned oats, 8 cups, sweet feet pellets, 2 cups. And what do I got? Corn,
pineapple, more corn, sweet potato. Let's do that. Those of you might remember from earlier in the summer on my fishing road trip where I forgot my hook baits. I ended up using sweet potato from hook baits and it worked great, but it was not canned sweet potatoes, it was raw sweet potatoes. I did not cook it. These are cooked and they're just going to turn into mush once I start mixing them up with these oats. But the raw ones that are nice and firm work pretty good for hook baits. Cut them up into little cubes. I'm going to add some vanilla to this too, give it a little more flavor. And did I mention I've just been loving vanilla lately? I think I did. Vanilla sweet potatoes, a little more. And I just know that that's going to need a little bit of water. I'm going to push the air out of the bag first and seal it. And then I'm going to smash those sweet potatoes. Give them a smash. I want the air out of the bag so it doesn't pop open like a balloon when I squeeze it. Now that the potatoes are mashed, I'm going to open the bag back up, let air back in, so that the contents within the bag can move around when I mix it like this. Ooh, oh, fail. That's never happened before, honestly, I swear. I'm just kidding, it happens too often, I think. Getting too much of a hurry. Don't seal the bag up good enough. Here we go, first fish on the sweet potato bait. It's been a little bit. Finally got to sit down and take a little bit of a break. Much needed, I think. That's a pretty good problem to have, is catching so many fish that you need a break. It's a good problem. Oh, my other one's gone, I think. Yeah, definitely. Unless this fish is in it or something. My other line is just hanging there slack. Yeah, there's a little guy. Oh. It's a little guy, but he thinks he's pretty mean. Little guy with an attitude. Yeah, I'm getting some line pulled on that other one now. I better get this guy in. Ooh, jumpy. No, you need to come in. You don't get to run out there again. Okay. Back you go. Get out of my net, please. There you go. I imagine this fish has gotten himself into something, I suppose. He's had plenty of time to do it. If he hasn't, it's a miracle. Might be a miracle fish. This fish ran a long ways. He's way out there. And it's going to take me a while to get him in. I'd like to see some big fish move into the area. I've been catching lots of small 5-pound fish. I'm sure I've cut out a bunch of them from this video. I probably caught 5 or 6 5-pound fish here in the last half an hour or so, and really hoping that they'll move out and some bigger fish will move in. I think I got something a little better here. I think this fish might be even scale worthy here. Let's get a scale on this fish maybe, huh? All right, yeah, that is a real good fish. That's big fish of the day so far. Nice. About 21 and a half in the net. Yeah, big fish of the day. 21 and a half in the net, -3, 18 and a half, 19-pound fish, something like that. Big head. I think he's got a future 25-pounder or 30 or something. Big fish. Just what I was asking for, you know. I wanted those 5-pounders to move on through, and some of these big boys and girls to come by. Yeah. That was a hard-fought battle there. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure you didn't. But I did. I need to hurry up and get my baits back out there before these big fish move on through. It's been a long time fighting that big fish. I think there is some truth to the idea that some of the big fish kind of travel in schools amongst each other. I think there's some truth to that. My anecdotal personal experiences do kind of correlate with that. No way to know for sure. Seeing fish rising, and it's been kind of slow. I was kind of viewing that as a good thing. I wasn't catching 1,000,000 5-pounders anymore. It's kind of slowed down. That's good. I'm hoping that there's some big fish around. All right. Well, this fish has got something going on. He's very deformed. In the back half of his body there. Don't know if that missing scale has anything to do. It looks like he's been injured, maybe a broken spine or something like that. But yeah, this is a strange looking fish. I don't know, by the way, who cares? Yeah, I think this fish has been banged up or something. He'll live to fight another day. Interested to see what this looks like when this fish swims off with that tail the way it is. Go ahead and turn yourself around there, fishy. Yeah, he can swim just fine. He's good. See you. Yeah, I'm kind of at that point where I just want a nice 20+ pound fish to cherry on top this pretty darn great session that I've had here today. Or I guess a mirror of any size would be satisfactory as well. I was talking about mirrors when I first started here today, wasn't I? Yeah, it's a beauty of a fish, bigger than I thought it was. 19 in the net, so 16, something like that, 16 and a half. Beauty, not the 20 I'm after. I'm gonna keep fishing. I got about, 40 minutes or so till my time is up. I'm gonna hang on for that 20, but I'm still having a good time. I mean, I'll catch these 15, 16 pound fish all day long. I mean, and it depends on where you're fishing, right? I mean, some places where I fish, the ponds, the biggest fish is like in the pond is probably a 10-pound fish. So this would be an unprecedented giant in some of the places I fish. And around here, this is probably a medium size out of this lake. But yeah, it's all relative. Back in the water. This ground squirrel is going after my pack bait. See him? He's right next to the bag. I'm trying not to move. He's pretty brave. I mean, he's literally about 4 feet away from me. Yeah, I'll give you some, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here. He's right by my net. I'm gonna take this little golf ball size and I'm gonna lay it on the net and turn on the net cam. Maybe we can watch him munch on it. Let's see if he'll come munch on that. Oh, I see him. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. Oh, he's walking up to it. He's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, he took it. He took off with it. He's got that whole ball. Where'd it go? I think he shoved that whole ball of pack bait in his little like gullet in his pouch because it's gone. Well, time's up. I had a lot of fun. Caught a few pretty nice fish. Didn't get that 20 pounder I was after, but so it goes. A little fun with the ground squirrel too, huh? That was pretty cool. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.